Hey guys, so this is our second episode of Yoga Chat, and I wanted to take some time to talk about Asteya, one of the yamas in yoga, and how it relates to being a good receiver or to allowing oneself to receive. So Asteya is often translated as non-stealing, not stealing. But a few years ago, I had a yoga teacher really delve into the meaning of Asteya. And she explained to us that Asteya means really not taking what's not freely given. So it gives the meaning of this yama a little more dimension. It's not just, not taking candy from a candy store or, being a part of a Ponzi scheme. It means really being thoughtful about what one takes. So and in the gesture in which it was given. So how does non-stealing or even just not taking what's not freely given relate to receiving? So I think often I know for myself, and I've had many friends say, oh, sometimes I like to give, or even the saying, it's better to give than to receive. And so a lot of people feel some sort of, you know it's great to give, but oh, I feel a little guilty about taking too much, or am I taking too much? Um, don't feel so comfortable with receiving. And receiving is one of, you can't give. There is no giving without receiving. And so receiving is one of the, great aspects of life, like as giving is, you know. And so for all of those, and so I wanted to make this video for those out there who feel a little bit uncomfortable receiving. Because I think when we feel uncomfortable receiving, we block so much good that's available to us in our lives. Um, because we're just simply not willing to or can't accept it. And so I think we can think about it in two ways. One is that when you receive, you have to also think about the person who's allowing you to receive, the person who's giving to you. And it's amazing. And in yoga, there's a lot of, we know that what we put out we get back, right? And so the whole idea that being a good receiver allows for us allows someone to give. And we all know how nice it is to do something good for someone, how good it makes us feel to do something good. It makes us, if we're feeling down and we do something good for others, studies have actually shown that can make us feel better than doing something for ourselves. So by saying, oh, I don't really want to receive this, or I don't feel comfortable, we're blocking not just ourselves from receiving, but someone from that feeling of doing good for others. Okay, so how does this relate to Asteya? Asteya since Asteya means not taking what's not freely given, right? There are times, I'm sure there are times where we ask, someone to do a favor for us, and you can tell they're like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Or, they're just not so excited about, whatever we're asking them to do. Well, what if what if we choose not to ask those people, or to say, you know what, it's okay. I can find someone else, or not receiving that. Not receiving in that way. Like when you receive something, you want to receive it from someone who's giving with an open heart. And so I think that's an extension of Asteya, right? Is that when we can tell, when someone is happy to do something for us and when someone isn't so happy. And so I think that a lot of the times when people, in life, when they develop, because children don't mind receiving, right? Like when you're a kid, you get a Christmas tree loaded with gifts, and you're in a family of like 5-6 people, and you're the only child, and like the majority of the presents are for you. You don't care. You go, oh my God, no one else. No, you're like, yay, no one else got these presents. You go, yay, I got so many presents, and you receive happily. And so I think that what happens and why in life sometimes we become a little, iffy about receiving is because we've had moments in our life where people have made receiving not feel so good, where we feel like we're in debt to someone, or just that we owe them, because of how they acted, um, when they were giving to us, or how unwilling they were to give to us. Um, and so given that, I think that it's very important to say, so to be mindful that of how we receive. And so if we truly are practicing Ashteya, then we pay attention. We pay attention to how someone feels about giving to us. And if they're giving with an open heart, we're able to receive it more fully, the way it should be received. Um, And so, I think Ashtea, it's not just, it's a great, I mean, the yamas and niyamas are amazing life tools, but I think they extend so much further than we often think about. Um, and so the next time you think of Ashtea and practicing the yamas of yoga, think about, and in terms of Ashtea, think about how we're receiving, what we're receiving in our lives, and who we're receiving from, and if they're giving with open hearts. Because if they're giving with open hearts, then we can also think about how good it feels when we give with an open heart, and how much that is a blessing to have someone to give to. And so receiving isn't something that we need to look at as being a burden, or burdening someone by doing something for us. It's something that we can look at as almost blessing someone, allowing them to get that great feeling of giving while we receive. And so I think when we really listen to the Yama of Ashtea, um, we obviously don't steal. We don't take candy from the candy store. We aren't involved in Ponzi schemes. But when we really listen to the principles of Ashtea, we learn to accept, to be on the other end, the receiving end. So next time, think about what Ashtea means, and you can meditate on it, and really and it can extend, and know that Ashtea extends beyond just not stealing. That it's about giving, or rather not taking what's not freely given. And I think when we do that, we can open ourselves up so much more to receiving, because no one minds receiving something from someone who's giving with an open heart. So just be mindful of that and remember that. And I look forward to the next yoga chat. Okay, which I'll be posting soon, by the way. Okay. Happy holidays, guys.